Vortex incoming!
Fuck you!
What the fuck?
Oh, 1 kill.
Wow.
Campers, man.
I wasn't camping, not even a little bit. I shot the guy in the door, and I shot this guy, and I shot that guy, and I moved the whole time. And then I camped the entire game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Mr. Flatface Man of Many Faces and More Opinions, and we are playing Modern Warfare 2 2022 to 2023 edition before the premium DLC. And yes, it's another camping gameplay on this one, but I had to showcase this exact game because it's a push and a pull. It's a really rare form of game where it's not fun, but it's also not terrible. It's just very immersed. You're very much in the moment. You're constantly trying. You're sweating. And I think this is going to be one of those rare times where SBMM works. I know. I said that. Me, the guy who hates SBMM, has made like countless videos talking about this. Once in a while, the SBMM will get it right. And it's not one guy's getting crapped on, or it's not like the top guy and the top guy. And like, you know what I'm saying? Where the first place and the first place have about the same kills, and the last place and last place on the teams have the same kills. No, it's one of those games where they got it right. The way that the other team played and the way that we played basically very much complemented each other, but also made it very hard to play. Like, we were getting very frustrated because I wanted to camp in the building, but I was having issues holding it down. Our rushers were having problems rushing because the rushers on their team were doing the same strategy. The snipers versus snipers, and so on and so forth. Basically, for every class of or play style that we have on our team in a full stack, they had the very same stack in their team. And it's one of those rare moments where Call of Duty gets it right. 100 to 99 in a very intense, very back and forth game is okay. Because that entire time you're fighting, you're not feeling like it's lopsided. You're not feeling like you're artificially stunted. It just feels like you're versing a team that is actually good. And I know that's rare coming from me, but sometimes it is nice to have that straight competitive feeling. There's a difference between artificial competitiveness, where SBMM's kind of artificially putting you against harder players, because if you're a 1KD, let's say, and you go against a 2KD, that's not really a competitive game. It's just the game threw you into a harder match. Imagine you're playing Mario, and then all of a sudden Mario's like, well, you did too good last level. Here's Dark Souls 3. You would be really pissed off because the difficulty is amped up immensely. And that's what happens with artificial competitiveness. When SBMM says, oh, you did too good, you need to go against people of this skill level, all of a sudden you get crapped on. It's not competitive because it's just, they're just better. And yes, there is a difference between somebody who's just better at you in a video game than somebody who is equal to you in a video game. I know that sounds stupid to say, and it sounds like I shouldn't have to say that, but there is. And this is a great example of it. Usually when we play these games, and I'm going to kind of just talk a little cocky right now, usually I'm pretty damn good. I'm usually one of the better people in the lobby. It's usually me, somebody on my squad, and then somebody on their team. And the three of us kind of go, the four of us, let's say. There's usually 2 people and 2 people. And the 4 of us kind of go back and forth for kills. And then there's 4 people on the opposite team for each of the 4 of us that are getting killed a lot. So basically what I'm saying is every game I play, there's 4 people that are doing really, really, really good. And then there's 8 people doing really, really, really bad. And it's kind of like those 8 people got thrown into our lobby because the 4 of us are running around just killing them. And it always works out that it's 2 on our team and 2 on their team that are kind of just crapping on the rest of the teams. And that's what I call artificial SBMM, artificial competitiveness. The way that the algorithm had read that match is that I do this, so that guy does that, so they put me and him against each other, and then this guy does that, and that guy does that, so they put them against each other. Basically, for everybody in the lobby, there's one of me and one of you, and we're supposed to trade. You're supposed to be my competition, and you feel that through the whole game. That's artificial SBMM, where you know that the guy on the other team is only there because your skill level says that you should verse that guy specifically. And the rest of the lobby is only there to verse the person of their equal skill level in the lobby. You see it in the scoreboards all the time. And once I say it, you're going to go check the scoreboard and you're going to see it. Where the top guy has 20 kills on your team and the top guy on their team has 20 kills. You two versed each other. It was your guys' game to fight. It wasn't a battle between the other 5. It was a battle between you and that guy. And that's the way it works. And if you're the worst one on the team and you got 6 kills and the worst one on their team had 6 kills, you know who the bot is in the lobby. It was you. You know it. And you feel it. You know, you can feel the artificial SBMM hit. That's why I want to showcase this game, because you don't feel it. This entire game, we were immersed. You felt the quiet in the room. Turney was yelling like, hey, I don't want to lose this. We fought too hard. Every time we looked at the scoreboard, it was a 1-kill game the entire time. And that was because it wasn't an artificial skill. It wasn't a legitimate skill. Their team was just as good as everybody on our team, and our team, everybody was just as good as everybody on their team. And it was amazing. It was powerful. It was incredible. It was fun. Those were the games back in Modern Warfare 2 that we, the players, want back now, where it was competitive, where you were fighting and strategically moving and working towards the win. Not just an SBMM saying, okay, you're going to lose this one, you're going to win that one. Because you can feel that, Activision. You know that's happening. We can get into a game and within 30 seconds go, yeah, we're losing this one because we know that you said we did too good 2 games ago, so this is our game. We started taking screenshots and showing, okay, I got on today, I played 3 games, look, I did really, really good, and then the next 9 were terrible. UsinngThe just did it. 2 games he did really good, 20 plus kills, low KDs, or high KDs, I guess it would be low deaths. And then immediately his 3rd game, it's just the exact opposite. The score flipped. All of a sudden the other team was the high KDs. And you can feel that, Activision. We know that it's happened. We can tell within seconds of the game. We can also tell within seconds of a game if the other team's going to super camp. If they're very campy, you know right away. Your rushers, let's call them scouts in this scenario, will rush out and they won't find people in the normal places. And you go they'll immediately say they're camping their spawn. And you know you're going to have a long, boring game. We need more of this, Activision, where it's just you naturally let teams verse each other. You naturally let it happen because it's more powerful that way. If I'm getting crapped on all night and I randomly run into a team that I have fun in, I'm more likely to play than if I just artificially got crapped on all night. I keep saying this word, but it is what it is. Artificial SBMM, where it says you win too many, you're going to lose a few because we need to balance you out. Everyone has to be the same. Everyone has to have an equal KD and all that stuff. It is what it is. But this game, man, it was intense. It was fun. It was chaotic. We were making callouts, and you don't get that very often in TDM. You don't get callouts. You don't get people saying, there's a guy on this. You might get a guy saying, there's a guy camping over here, a guy in spawn, or a guy up in that building, but you don't get, like, consistent callouts from 5 other people on your team. That just never happens. And what made it worse and kind of better at the same time is there was a guy on our team. So one of our guys crashed. Surprise, surprise. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2023 crashes constantly. So he crashes, OKB1 crashes, he's out, right? We get this bot, this absolute douche nugget. He spawns in, he's our blueberry. What's he doing? He's feeding the other team kills, and then he's TKing us. Now, he can only TK us twice before he starts using flashbangs, and you'll see that in the game, I end up just killing him because he's trying to shoot me, but he can't shoot me. He already TK'd Coco twice, and he'd been flashbanging Dingus, or Yeats, Bigley, and Turney the whole time. So I killed him, and then somebody else killed him, but that's it. But he ran around, he was feeding them kills, which kind of made it almost better in a way because they had a real bot on their team. So it kind of balanced itself out, which was super nice. We all know what that guy's doing. He's reverse boosting so he can get into better lobbies, which is, you do you, boo. I'm not going to do it, but you go do that so you can get your one YouTube video. I get on every night. I play just like a casual person. I get on, I play the hour, and I get my gameplays that way naturally. I don't need to go do this reverse boosting stuff or making alt accounts. But it was really cool. So yeah, that guy was here. Yeah, he was kind of a douche, but you know what? It all worked out. I do have this theory, and I might talk about it longer in another video. If you get TK'd by a teammate, you should not lose your kill streak rotation. What do I mean by that? Is like, this guy spawns in and TKs us, and then we lose our VTOLs, or we lose whatever we're working towards. I don't understand how that's fair. Like, especially when you accidentally kill a teammate, like you jump around the corner and you shoot an enemy, and then you accidentally kill a teammate, and then they lose their kill streak because of your mistake. It doesn't make sense. Oh, but it makes it more dynamic. No, it doesn't. Because it allows for people to troll you when you're doing really, really good, like this guy was doing in this game. He was killing us when he knew we were doing good. Why? Because he can hear our comms. Oh, go to Discord. Yeah, but Coco plays on PS5, and there's no Discord on PS5, so she has to play in game chat. We have reasons. Whatever your reason's going to be, we have the reason why we have to play in game. And I just find it funny that in 20 years of COD, they haven't said, you know what? If you die because your teammate kills you, that's not your fault. You don't lose your kill streak. Could it be exploited? Yeah, but so is not having it. It's being exploited right now. It's funny. But yeah, this game, super fun. This is what it should be like. This is how you should feel pumped. Like at the end of that game, we were pumped. We were shocked. We were like, oh, 199. That's a 1-kill game. I literally was like, oh, we did it. Like it was good. Like that's fun. You heard the other teams. They're like, what? We lost because they were winning. When Turney said, I don't want to lose this, it was 96-90. We came back and got 10 kills before they got 1, or I guess 3 kills, but they only needed the 1 to, finish it out. This is what we want, Activision. We don't want your corporate SBMM bullcrap. We don't want your corporate hit detection and all that stuff. We want naturally fun games. The difference between Call of Duties of today and Call of Duties of back in the day, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, friggin' even, you know, not Cold War, that was World War 2. The difference is that it was naturally occurring fun. You lost some, you won some. This was one of those naturally occurring fun lobbies, and it was great. It was amazing, and I wanted to showcase it here. It's good when that happens, Activision. Let that happen more naturally. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host, Mr. Flatface. Remember to go check out Mr. Flatface Live. Don't forget the period when you search it to watch me do some live streaming stuff. We're playing Starbound, Terraria, Outer Worlds, and Harry Potter next month. Until the next video, I've been your host, Mr. Flatface, the man of many faces, even more opinions, and I always have an opinion when it comes to Modern Warfare 2 2022 to 2023 edition until the premium DLC, where we're all going to have to spend another $100 to get a DLC content that will probably be subpar at best. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, bye.